Right off the bat, I want to list my credentials, so to speak, for reviewing a game like this. I have been a fan of wrestling games since No Mercy on the Nintendo 64 and have been playing wrestling games online since SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 on the PS2. Therefore, I think it's safe to say you should trust my opinions on this game rather than overrated game reviewers like IGN that have bought out ratings anyways. The single-player story mode is nothing more than a Road to WrestleMania wannabe, only worse because you need to unlock other characters after starting at the DX chapter. I mean, it's nice that they brought back the nostalgia for all the people that were complaining about missing the Attitude Era in their childhoods and blah blah blah, but couldn't they have added some sort of creativity? It's ridiculous. It's horrible, and yeah, anyone who likes it is just some nostalgia fanboy. Sorry to say. The gameplay is the same as last year, only there's improved weapon physics, but horrible D-throw aiming. Countering and kicking have been dumbed out presumably for the dumbass fanbase. Online is full of spammers still, but that's not really the game's fault, so I won't include that in the final review. However, online it is incredibly easy for you to get banned by THQ by any raging sore loser or dumbass little kid that files a false complaint on you, because I'm not sure exactly how many, but I do know that there are many people I know that have been getting banned that don't hack or anything, simply because people can file false reports and not only get away with it, but get what they want. Aside from those flaws, I also forgot to mention that the Autoaim online has been fucked over harder than ever this year. In multi-man matches, you can be aiming at someone and basically just randomly out of the blue, whenever the game decides, aim for someone else, or just be unable to hit the person you're targeting and go for someone completely random. So that's always fun. But moving on to a more positive note, there's actually quite a bit of good features too. While create a character is mostly the same, there are a few decent adjustments this year, such as the ability to put on duplicate logos on both arms or legs symmetrically at the same time. This is something I was hoping for last game, and it's quite refreshing to see. They've also added color memory in. If you use a unique color and not just the regular default color palette, then it will save your last color, which is really useful because you don't have to remember the exact coordinates and shade. I must say, out of all the things they've added in this year, my favorite is the Create an Arena. I mean, you can bring it online, and there's just so many different possibilities, and it's just another way to express your creativity, if you have any. And I know 99% of the community doesn't, but if you have any, you'll really enjoy derping around with the ring. As for me, I like to have a hidden Billy gun in every arena, because that derpy face will always be a part of my heart. Even more good news, I was not disappointed with the moves and new animations they put in this year. There's even a leverage pin system you can do when your opponent is groggy, and upon performing a series of reversals you will put on a technical clinic, just like the legends in real WWE do. So I salute THQ on that feat right there. To conclude, it was hard not to be biased with this game because I grew up loving this series, but at the same time I was angry because of my disappointment and how little they changed. I mean, they added the Create an Arena, which was fun. They added in some new moves, but all of that could have been covered with DLC. I feel that as a standalone game, this isn't worth it. It's not worth the $60 price tag. It's not worth over $30 in DLC. And as an addition to the series, it's not what it could be. It's not what it should be. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. It's a good place to start, but there have been better games.